Alright guys, welcome back to Numenera, episode 2. Wait, Rocky's just texted me, our logo on Twitch is still the old one, whatever. Who cares about that at the moment? Okay, so welcome back to Numenera, but this time it's episode 2. We're going to do a quick catch-up, of course, to catch everyone up on what happened last session. So, we began episode 1 with the group heading into a town called Paradise 8. And while in there, they did a little bit of exploring, but was approached by a woman called Gilla, who said that she had seen you walking into the town, looking rather bewildered, and knew that you would be the mercenaries that the mayor, the Lord Mayor, had attempted to hire. After meeting the Lord Mayor, and the jokes all about his bulge, after all of that, we realised that the mayor had witnessed, and most of the town had witnessed, a star fall in the distance. And he wanted you, his hired mercenaries, to head south into the the Dark Hills, sorry, to find this fallen star, and if it was at Numenera, to stop it falling into the hands of a bandit lord called Abane. So you set off, after, of course, meeting Queenie, the defunct android-like spider in the archway. But after that you left, and you headed south. You decided to rest at a cave where you were attacked. We met Artoria's friend Emma, who came to a little bit of a rescue with her sniper rifle. And after that, you guys encountered the dastardly wheelchair, which set you back at least 30 minutes as you tried to figure out what it was. It exploded, so, you know, threat defeated, and you decided to head further south. And this time you passed through the Black Hills proper, walking through meandering valleys and climbing through this what looks like black desert. The ground is this kind of grit, which is hard and sharp and like ground down dust and glass. But as you approached a crater and you crested the hill, you looked upon this huge triangular conical shape embedded in the middle of the crater. And like I said, it was like a god had stabbed into the crater with his spear and then snapped the shaft and walked away. This thing is huge. And that is where we begin.
Now, before we start, on the topic of the wheelchair, this isn't on us, because no one told us that in this game called Numenera, you're supposed to interact with Numenera.
Yeah, well...
That is your fault, sir.
We also figured out that all three of you have inabilities with Numenera, that you're just shit.
We just scrap them and sell them, that's it.
Yeah,
I mean, if inabilities with Numenera are inabilities with technology, then Chris does have that in real life, so it's only fair for his character to have it. On it, I do not have that excuse.
No.
I can turn it on and off again.
Okay, so as you stare out over this huge ship bedded in the ground, it's kind of got these weird flaps of sails that hang from the sides, and rising across the side of it, you see like porthole windows, small circular windows that gleam slightly. And as you peer down this kind of like edge of the crater, you see that when it hit the ground, the mass amount of heat had turned all of this black sand into like glass and crystals, and you see the shards have kind of like emanated and exploded all up the side of the crater here. And as you look over the edge, all of you can just see sharp crystalline points pointing your way. And below that, you see what looks like a small amount of like green liquid pouring out of a port in the side of this thing, this black conical object.
What? Down there, yes? Mm-hmm.
I think
on you, Vers. I'm just here to kill shit.
I think Vers owes me $5.
Why?
I totally said that I'm betting him $5 that there is actually a fallen star.
But it's not a star.
Look at it. Oh, have you seen a star in like 5 meters from you?
No, but I don't think it looks like that.
Well, you thought wrong. That's obviously a star.
I don't know.
You see?
You're with me, right, Vers? That's totally a star.
No.
Thank you, Vers.
I'll prove it right, and then I'll get. Well, I didn't bet with you anyway.
No. So,
He
down
just
there,
gonna-
yes?
He's gonna stare blankly at you until you agree.
This is a long staring contest.
Yeah,
Down
I'm
there,
just gonna
yes?
start climbing down.
Yes. Good.
Okay, so Artoria, you notice that it's very, very precarious. You can see that it's probably about a 40-foot deep crater at the centre, and the angle that this goes down is vertical, and then barely vertical as it slides down. It's like very, very precarious. So how are you getting down?
We have rope in our explorer's kit.
Okay, so
Is there any rocks nearby that I could like tie
Okay.
the rope around? And
yeah, behind you, what you
I
can
have
see
some
is-
spikes and a hammer.
even better.
Fair enough.
I have rollerblades.
Well, you just rollerblade off the side and let us know how that goes.
Don't tempt me.
Okay, so as you look around on Tori, you can see that there is a huge crystal spike that has obviously broken away during this collision in this crater and landed some 15 feet behind you in the dirt, in the black kind of sand. And it's very deep. As you push against it, you realise that's not budging anytime soon.
Okay. This rope is not long enough. You have one too?
Yes.
2 ropes, better. Okay.
And let's tie the ropes off nice and tight.
Okay, so how are you securing it to this crystal?
Well, what I think we'll do is that I'll try and see if there are any cracks in the crystal where I could get some spikes in.
Yeah, there are some.
So what I'll do then is I'll loop it around. Like, how big is this thing? This spike that we're talking about now? Is it like this sort of size, or is it?
It's kind of, I'd say, at the moment, it's probably about 20 foot tall, about maybe 8 foot in diameter at the top, that slowly inclines down to a point.
That's the big one. That's the big
Yeah.
one you're talking about. I'm talking about the small one up here.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. It's not small, it's huge.
Oh, okay, okay.
When I say that this structure is huge, like, this explosion has sent this crystal up, and like an
Yeah.
arrow point's just gone straight into the sand. And it kind of stops at a rate maybe about a 4 foot diameter as it hits the sand next to you. And something just fell over near me. But yeah, and you can see that it's probably about 10 foot embedded in the sand, giving it that kind of rigid structure to it.
Well, do you have a rope, BC?
Look, the funny thing is, I have no idea where the fuck you're getting rope from. I must
have
have skipped that part of
pack.
character creation. Did I get one?
Yeah. Depends what pack you have.
Schrodinger's rope till I check whether or not I get a explorer's. I have rope. Let's assume I do. Oh yeah, sure. I have all the rope you need. And I take out rope out of the pack that has appeared out of thin air.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's,
Oh,
that, you see, you have a nasty habit of lying. That is not all the rope I need.
I think you just don't know how much rope you need.
And
I
I
think he
start
knows
like
this.
I start winding the rope around this thing, and like his rope stops like halfway through, getting it just around this thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So, you lie.
Have you tried making the rope longer?
Are you close to me at this moment?
No, I'm not that dumb.
I'll just look away and just tie the other ropes around it.
What if
I'll do it.
Atoria just holds both ends while we climb down, and then she just, I don't know, does what she does and jumps?
Yes, it's a marvelous idea. How about you go down? We'll stay up here. You'll be down there with no rope to get back up, and then you think about the problem. Let us know what the solution would be, yes?
Well, the solution would be to wait till someone comes by and helps me back up.
Exactly. And you look around, there's absolutely no one, of course, anywhere in the vicinity.
That solution took me, what, 3 seconds? Man, I'm so good.
AC, you go down first.
Sure thing.
Okay, so how are you securing the rope again?
Meanwhile, what I'll do is I'll just tie first of all tie all 3 ropes together.
Yeah.
And just put them in a double knot so they can't slip, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Then put like the rope around and then just loop it through. So
Okay.
that if you pull, it just tightens on the crystal.
Okay, yeah,
And
that
then,
works.
and then just dangle it over the edge.
Alright, so as you dangle it over the edge, it kind of like hits the top of one part of crystal, wraps around it, then travels further down, and you see that it's getting a little bit tangled in the mass of crystals below you. It's literally like a palisade pointing your way.
Yeah, that's fine. Whoever's descending can fix that while they're descending. So,
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's use what Roll20 has to offer, so I can give you an accurate picture. So there's the crater.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm the best artist ever, so just don't. Okay. So you guys are up here, and
Yes.
the crystals spread out from like this.
yeah, no, that's clear. We just need to lower it so that we can like hang on to something as we step down onto them. And then just like, the rope will eventually probably not hang like this, but more like that. You just use it and then push yourself back.
We're essentially abseiling down.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah, except not jumping maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Sport.
well, you can all make me. I'll go with speed rolls to dexterously maneuver through them.
Can I
What
not use
challenge level
my
is
training
this?
and climbing?
If you've got climbing, yes, indeed, that will reduce the difficulty. So it's a level 3 check. For Artoria, it would be level 2.
Is it speed or might?
It's speed.
No.
Because you're going dexterously rather than just powering on through.
I'm just gonna roll and see what happens.
So I have to beat a 9. I would like to.
I fail because I rolled like ass again.
I would like to spend 3 speed points to lower the difficulty by 1.
Okay.
So this should. Oh, look at me. Well, I didn't even need to do that.
I will go extremely slowly
Mhm.
and try and sense when it's getting dangerous. I have sensing danger, so like just really careful and slow and.
I mean, I'm going to point out that it looks dangerous to begin with. Okay,
Well.
so... Wow! Environmental hazards, yo! Okay, so, EC, you managed to maneuver through, and your dexterous live frame manages to push off of certain crystals, miss the points of the others. Just at that moment, Vers comes sliding down a little bit faster than he should have been. And as he hits one of the crystals, it dislodges and slides just past your head. And as it cracks against the crystal ground and shatters, there's a glow all along the crater. Ooh, and you all hear a humming of power as every single crystal seems to light up and shine with a bright light. And then there's a bzzzt, and 2 lightning bolts arc out from one of the crystals right near Vers and right near Artoria. One strikes Artoria in the arm, which basically causes her to let go. You fall, crash against the side of one of the pillars. Luckily, it's not a point, and then you begin to roll and hit part of the rocks and stuff as you go. Land into the crater. You take a total of 5 damage to your might. And Vers, the same thing happens to you, but you get hit in the gut and you go flying away from the rope and then crash down right next to Artoria, rolling slightly, and you also take 5 damage to your might.
Thank God for armor.
Armor, however, does not block that, I'm afraid.
What?
Because it's
This is
falling
bullshit.
damage. No.
Then I got hit by a spike. Take your
No,
bullshit.
you got hit by lightning. And you know it. It hurts.
Easiest climb of my life, guys.
And
Easy,
yeah,
I will kill you. I will just cut your head off right here, right now, if you do not shut up.
Oh, fuck! I should have done the quick study thing. Never mind.
okay, so you'll stand up.
Remind me if I do something like this without studying it that I probably should have taken the extra asset and done it, because I will do that whenever it's not combat.
Okay.
It's alright, Arnie, you did the same as me. You rolled like ass.
This is such a shame because I had such a good story about climbing. I feel like that would have really helped out here.
Well, let's find out what's happening with this humming.
Hmm.
It's very interesting. Are there any thin crystals that look like you could break them by hand?
Yeah, there are thin splinters, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, please, Vers. The last time we broke one, I got hit by lightning.
Yes.
Please don't break another.
Okay, so Vers, you pick up
I
the
don't understand.
splinter.
But to be fair, right, as a scientist, you totally have to confirm what happens with a second test. So if he breaks one and you don't get hit by lightning this time, then we don't know if you always get hit by lightning.
Well, I am a suspicious individual, so I'm just going to take a couple of steps over here.
Mm-hmm.
You can break it now.
I think first you can totally break it, as I also take 3 steps backwards.
Yeah, that's fine. And he's like sees the sense and he's like, yes, that's fine.
Okay, so can you make a might check? Difficulty 1.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just like put one of the spikes in and just tap it with a hammer slowly.
Yeah, still make a might check. Difficulty 1. So you need to roll above 3. Oh my god, so close. But you do. You place down and then tick 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 tick, and as it shatters, it glows white, and you notice that sparks run all down its foot length, and then you get like a static shock. You're like in your hand. Like it means instinctively you jerk away from this shock, and then as it falls to the ground and just lets out a small shatter, like it's like kind of like glass, but you see that it doesn't shatter as much, doesn't leave as many pieces, and then immediately these little white orbs, like when you see dust in a room as light filters through a window, just kind of floats around you slightly, and then just dissipates into the air.
Well, it seems that there's some relation, at least, between size, yes. Size of crystal broken and size of lightning bolt that hits you. Good.
So hear me out here. What if we just take a bunch of these crystals, bring them back, and tell the dude that's the star? And then we get paid and skedaddle.
I kind of want to look in the big tower thing.
Fine.
Also, that would not be the truth.
Oh shit, Verse, you figured it out. You got me there.
Just
My bad.
did.
I didn't want to lie.
I think you're lying now.
You're so good at this, Verse.
I think you're still lying now, or at least being facetious.
That's 4.
What
That's
does
4
that mean,
scores
George?
for you.
Facetious.
I have no idea what it means either, but I'm sure it's like an insult.
Now, in my defense, Verge, you knew I was an idiot before we signed up to this.
Yes, moving on, shall we? This is not getting us anywhere.
Okay, so you are at the kind of like the bottom of the crate now. You are free from the crystals that are kind of emanate away from the structure in front of you. But you do see to your right there is a kind of like small river of green liquid coming out of a small port.
Mm-hmm.
And then to your left you do see that at the base there is a door, but the door is sideways. So you'd have to climb in to it. And to represent this, I do indeed have a map for y'all.
Lovely.
Those of you in the audience will be able to see the entire map, but you know. Also, I should give you all. I should actually put light down here because you should all be able to see. So, one thing I forgot to do.
Let's change maps.
Oh, and that, yeah, I could do that.
Eventually, that would help.
Yeah. Let's give this thing some crazy light.
This is a big old map.
So you guys can now see where you are, correct?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, I know what's going on. Damn. You know
I
what?
could lie to you, like Todd Howard on a Bethesda conference.
Let me know when you can see stuff.
I can see.
Nice.
I assume way too far out now. Roll 20 is lagging. No, I can see it. I got this.
First sees into the beyond, so he sees it anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, what I'd done is I'd forgotten to add light, and now the map's going crazy because I'm trying to zoom in and out. It's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, you guys are currently here. In front of you is the wall that just spreads up.
Ship. Yeah.
And to your right, you can see this green vile liquid pouring out of the actual thing.
You say vile. What makes us think?
It just kind of looks very
Gloopy.
Yeah, very slimy, very viscous.
Like spinach.
Not to mention, it's kind of got a slight green glow to it.
Okay, so I'll walk over there to the to this liquid and Is there any vegetation or anything like sticks or anything?
No,
like here?
no. Whatever had been
No
here had
dead
been
wood or
blown clean up by this thing striking the earth.
Well, you say that.
Ataria, 2 shins say he eats it.
No.
Okay, I have a pry bar, so I'm just going to put the end of the pry bar in and see if anything happens to it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you put the pry bar in, and as you bring it out, it sticks to it, and it's kind of gloopy, and you have to give a little bit of a pull to get it out of the liquid. And
I was just meaning to dip it in this much.
Yeah, even then, it seems to like as if it's fought back and grabbed hold of it, and as you pull it back, you yank it out, and it sticks slightly to the pry bar, and then slides off onto the ground, and then moves of its own accord towards the river again.
Tedious. Well, at least we know that much. It seems to want to be there. Interesting. Have you ever seen this before? A liquid that wants to be somewhere?
Me consuming alcohol?
I don't converse with liquids generally.
Sorry. Did I say something about talking?
Well, how would I know if a liquid wanted to be there if the liquid didn't say, like, oh, I totes want to be here, right?
Artoria, do you think you could get that door open?
Yes, of course.
Maybe that door wants to be there.
Okay, so the door is slightly... The one that you'd seen from up on the hill is slightly to the south and around.
Okay. You see, at this remark of VC, you just see me glancing at the gloop and the EC and then shake my head.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, one more question, Liam. At what speed does this liquid seem to be coming out?
Very, very slow. Like, kind of like a slop.
There's no risk of it engulfing our rope in the
No.
next couple of hours.
No, not at all. There's not enough of it coming out to fill this crater.
Okay, cool.
Where's the door?
If you keep heading southwest from here, you guys would think you'll see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, so as you guys peer in through this diagonal door, inside, the room looks straight. As if you're about to step into a completely normal vertical room, despite the fact that from the outside, this thing looks like it's shoved into the ground at an angle.
Well, let's just have a look. Oh, I can see stuff in there. Is the door open?
Yes, it's broken and slight sparks are shooting out from its hinge.
Oh my god, it's like a second Artoria was here.
Well, there are 7 of us in total, so...
Hey Chris, you're very quiet.
Move it across a wee bit.
Sorry, just couldn't hear what you said then, that's all.
I was just mumbling to myself.
Okay, so yeah, and also, as you guys peer in, you do see a body of someone by a door opposite you. And the floor itself seems to be made out of steel. These grates.
How much of a gap is there in the door where it's open?
Yeah, it's a double door, so it's probably about 8 foot wide. So you've got about that amount to just kind of get through. It's quite a lot of room.
The body. Does it look like what we by Numenera standards would consider a normal body?
Yes, it's a human being, except he's wearing something on his face, just like you saw in the previous guys that had attacked you. The bandits on the road. He's wearing that same kind of mask with the front, the bulbous front for the mouth. He looks very, very dead, and from here you can't really see what's killed him, but you do see there's blood smattered up against the left wall.
I will put on my mask.
Okay, yep.
Equip my shield and sword and sort of step through, looking about.
Yeah,
and
okay.
checking the ceiling.
Okay, can you make an intelligence roll? If you've got anything to do with help spotting, noticing, perception, that kind of stuff.
Yep. I will help and I'll see what he's doing and get in there and say, just stand ready and let me watch if there's anything dangerous in here. And I'll slide the cyber display thing over my eye.
Yeah, cool.
and try and see if there's anything there, visible or invisible.
Okay. Does that visor give you anything bonus? Is it an asset?
The thing is that I automatically perceive creature and objects that are normally invisible.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Or out of phase. And when I'm looking for things more conventionally hidden, the task is eased.
Yes,
Always.
okay, so yeah, go ahead. I've noted that down.
So I guess that meets a 5 then? Is that how that works? If you have an ease?
If you have an ease, it drops the difficulty, so it would be difficulty 3 for you.
Oh, well, I got
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that kind of thing. But luckily, you both clicked difficulty 4, which is what it was. So both Artoria and Vers noticed that... Well, first, Vers notices that there is nothing invisible or out of phase in here as you look around. There is a Numenera device attached to the wall, a large sort of holographic screen. But Artoria and Vers both notice that on 2 sides of the right wall, there is a shutter that's firmly closed. You can see the outline of it. It's roughly about 3 foot by 3 foot. And it faces towards the door, like the shutter's like a facing towards the door.
Okay.
Has anybody got a rock?
I just pick something up from the floor.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a kind of a black charred rock. It's hardly.
Yeah, it's not proper stone.
Yeah, it crumbles slightly.
And as Artoria crushes it, I just go and pick up another one.
No, I'm not crushing it. I want it. Give me the rock.
Oh, okay.
Can't we just throw a lightning crystal at it?
She's gonna take the rock and she's gonna throw it at the shutter.
Okay, so as it hits the shutter, it bounces off and then hits the ground with a clonk clink. Nothing.
Seems safe enough.
Hmm.
You want to go first?
Yes.
Good.
And I will step through into the shop.
Okay, so yeah, you have to kind of go sideways because of the way that the door's angled. But the moment you step into the room, you notice everything is right. Like, everything is at the right angle. Everything's perfect. Despite... And even when you step in the room, you go, huh? Thinking that the walls should be all pushed off because of the angle of the way it was outside, but it's not. Everything's right in here. Okay, so yeah, as you step in, there is a faint whiff of burning in the air. Very faint, Artoria.
Well, let's see what the cause of death was.
I can smell nothing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you were in the mask. So the rest of you do smell that as you step in. So there's the body.
Yes, I'll move over and try and find out what the cause of death is.
Okay, make an intellect roll. Do you have anything that will help with this?
I have everything that will help with this.
Do you? Everything?
I have quick study, so I'll do quick study first and take a round to think about what I'm doing. So you just see me standing there for a while.
Is it this panel shiny?
Yes.
Once I do that, I also have the skill Glean Information.
And that does?
Well, everything that has to do with learning information.
Okay, so Artoria, we'll get to what you just did in a sec. Okay, so yeah, Vers, make an intellect roll. Difficulty 2.
I think it's amazing that these people built like a really big tower and were prepared for it to fall over. Because why else would the floors be like this?
So Vers, as you kneel down, check his wounds, he's got several holes in his body. And when I say several, I mean times it by 100. And they all kind of exit out of the back of him as you move him slightly, making huge wounds in the back of his body. As you move him slightly, parts of his innards kind of spill out the back. And you see that he's been, well, attacked with something with ammunition. You also quickly look around the room and there are small metallic cylinders kind of dotted about the room. Would be something to do with it.
Well, looks like he was, what do you call this, shot, I think?
Okay, GM intrusion. Artoria goes, beep! This is a group GM intrusion, so you all get 1 experience. If you want it to fail, you have to all give up the experience. You all have to vote for it.
Nah, let's have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, the shutter's open. And what looks like a tube with all of these metallic cylinders attached to it running through the middle.
Protective force field on my shield.
Yeah, you go.
And like
zoom,
flick it on.
And it
I'm
just
gonna
goes,
get in front of hers.
Yeah, okay, so you get in front of hers, and you're only one of the shutters opens actually, and then it just kind of this red light beams across the room, scans all corners of the room, focuses down. This is all over the period of a second, and then you hear a voice in a language you don't understand say something, and you look all around. It's a feminine voice, and then the contraption goes duk, 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 and begins firing. Immediately, Artoria's shield begins sparking as these things strike off, and it is a powerful blow, Artoria. Your arm begins to hurt, and as it scans across the room, I need you all to make speed rolls. Artoria, you get advantage, of course, so it's now difficulty 4, but difficulty 3 for Artoria because of the shield. And Vers as well, it's difficulty 3 for you as well because you're being protected.
Huh.
Does my sensing danger help at all?
No, because you're completely unaware.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 3 speed points again.
Okay, so
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, oh my god, guys, come on, Artoria, Vers.
Look at you two protecting each other. You fools.
So, EC just decides to roller skate out of there, just at that moment, roller skates across the metal, and then kind of like jumps for cover behind the flapping door. And both Artoria, you bring up your shield, and it just suddenly begins to flash and weaken as 2 bullets slide through. One slides across your chest, and then hits Vers across his thigh, and then shatters against the floor itself. And then the shutter goes down, and then falls back in. And both of you, until you use any recovery rolls, are impaired. As bullet wound begins to bleed out.
Immediately do recovery wounds.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. You go, take a breath, slap your hand on the wound. What about you, Vers?
How does that work exactly?
Impaired is like halfway to dead.
Yeah, sorry, that was not what I meant. How does the recovery work?
Oh, it's so like on your sheet.
Mm-hmm.
You should see that there is a recovery section.
Yeah.
It should say 1 action, 10 minute, 1 hour, 10 hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
So normally you roll a d6 plus your recovery rating, which is for you 1. I can see.
I don't know if that's correct. I didn't find anything about this in my sheet.
Okay, so it should be just 0 then. Right?
Like, I'm not sure. No, I don't know what it's supposed to be. It didn't say anything about recovery anywhere.
Okay, so let me just put it down to 0 for you. Right, so you've already used 1 last session as an action. Your next one takes 10 minutes. You guys have to spend 10 minutes using this recovery roll.
Did I use one?
Yeah, after the battle with the bandits. Because you were hurt slightly.
No.
So when do these reset?
After you've had a full 28 hours downtime, I think.
28 or 24?
No, a day here is 28 hours
Yeah,
long.
a day on the ninth world is 28 hours.
Yes, that's crazy and weird.
Okay, so what this does, is it restores 1d6 to one of your bars, and then it will get rid of the impaired.
Okay.
So you can roll it.
So this time we have to take 10 minutes because the previous time we took 1 that's 1 action.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we can still do the 1 hour and the 10 hour one before we need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can spend experience later on increasing your recovery rolls and stuff like that.
They tell you that I have 4 experience.
Really? Already?
Yeah.
Nice.
That means you can level up.
No,
Yeah, but I have no idea how that works.
He can tier.
Okay.
He can level up one of his abilities, and then he's on his way to tearing up.
You have to do basically.
But you have to advance 4 times before you level up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could do the first time now.
Yeah.
Which I won't. But I could.
Yeah, so you roll a 6, Vers, which is quite a lot. So you can increase one of your... You can restore one of your stat points. Your stats of 6.
Yep, did.
Nice.
Oh, well, guys, what a doozy this was. Nearly got hurt.
well played, Arturo.
I don't think there was any maybe involved. Like, his thigh is still bleeding.
Mm-hmm. You guys...
It's been tied off.
I'm assuming you guys head outside and just take this time to relax.
I'm now going to pull the corpse out with me.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you pull the corpse out and slop it down onto the ground.
Yep, I'm going to take the mask off and hand it out to Verge.
Okay.
Yeah, so, Arturia, perhaps it would be best if you don't press any more buttons.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I got carried away. It was shiny.
Easy. It would also be best if you don't start pressing any buttons.
I didn't give you any reason to worry.
This is not true.
I don't plan to press any buttons anyone else hasn't pressed before.
That is not a satisfying answer.
Okay, I don't plan to press any buttons that someone else hasn't pressed before that didn't hurt us the first time someone pressed them.
No.
Okay, I don't plan to press any buttons someone else hasn't pressed before that haven't hurt us the first time someone pressed them, but this is assuming no one presses any buttons, so I won't press buttons.
Good.
I don't understand.
That's okay.
No button pressing, unless they're fun.
I understand.
Even if they're fun, no buttons.
No.
Probably considering your temperaments. No button pressing, especially if they're fun.
He'll press the fun ones when he's not looking.
You realize I can hear you, yes?
Oh, this wasn't meant to be whispering.
That
Okay.
wasn't my question.
Okay, no button pressing. Jeez, who are you, my dad?
I don't believe so.
Trick question, he's dead. Let's go in.
Does this guy have anything else on him, Liam?
Okay, yeah, as you search for his pockets, he does have what looks like 5 shins.
Yeah, I'm taking those.
Yep. And in one of his other pockets, looks like he had a set of keys.
A set of keys.
Well, that should be very useful. Do you want to hang on to those?
I think it's best if you do.
Very well.
Let's see if we can get through the door, maybe?
Yeah, this is the classic role-playing dilemma. Every tabletop RPG adventuring party comes across a door, and they die to it.
Apart from Artorias.
I have died to multiple doors already.
Okay, so you all back into the room.
Yes, now, before you go, remember, outside the ship there is crystals.
Hmm.
There is green liquid. Nice. Nice green liquid. Very nice. But perhaps there's more of this inside the ship too. Perhaps when you see it, it might not be so nice. It seemed to have sort of a mind of its own.
So kill it.
I think that was not the right answer.
Leave it alone.
Very good.
Learning.
Yes, now please shuffle in one by one.
Okay.
Let's go. Is there anything else in here?
Nope. It's perfectly steel-coloured walls, rise up for 15 feet, spread out. There's nothing on the ceiling.
Artoria is going to stand right in front of the shutter with her shield like pressed up against it.
Yeah, fair play. But what you do realise is the place is only lit up by the Numenera screen on the next to the door.
Hello? There was someone talking to us before. Are you still here?
You didn't hear anything?
And I'll walk up to the Numenera screen and just talk into it. Let's say the same thing again.
As you do talk into it,
Hello?
it does seem to react. Something comes up like a wave, and then it just.
Yes. Well, I understand that's a no, but what would it take for us to make it a yes?
There's no reply from it.
Well,
Want me to
just-
try first?
Well, sure, but I think this time I'll take a few steps back and I'll step out of the room.
Okay,
You were just super not convincing. You gotta really. Have you never heard of a legend with a magic door? Let me do this.
Artoria will say into the screen, "Hello, can you let me in, please?"
No, it's a mystic word. Open.
Nothing from it.
Openado, which is like open, just as like a spell word.
Please, can I come in? Please, can we come in?
Nothing.
We demand to come in.
Well, as you're looking, you do notice there's like different kind of like bars on the left and right, different colours, and with language on it you don't understand. As you do speak in, you do see the bars, like the bar comes up on the screen, replacing the bars, like the waveform, sorry, replacing the bars, so that whenever you speak, you do notice it listens.
You are in danger. Let us in. We can help you.
Yeah, nothing.
We are the danger. If you don't let us in, you need help.
Okay, you can make a mic check, EC.
What the does persuasion help here?
Intimidation would help here.
I mean, I'm persuading it that we are evil.
I mean, I'll give you that this time, but next time you won't get that.
Okay, fine. What is the difficulty I'm beating?
6.
Oh, fuck me hard. That's a 1. That's 12. 18. Jesus. Okay.
No, it's more.
No, it's 18, yeah.
Look at me doing math.
Take your math and get out.
And this is why I love tabletop RPGs.
Today's Adrian's day.
So EC, you go. You know, we are the danger. You open for us, and then a voice calls out in a different language from the actual panel, and then eventually it switches to something you guys understand, and then a feminine voice says, "Okay, it's fine. Language deciphered. Please enter." And the door next to you slides open.
1 point for EC.
I mean, that was creative. Instead of just trying to unlock the door, you just persuaded the door. Fair play.
The next step was it was getting broken.
Yeah.
Why?
I can imagine.
Let me go first.
Okay, so what you do see is, to your right and left, just darkness. The room is very, very dark. But it's not dark in the usual sense. It seems like the walls absorb light, just becoming black. And in front of you is a bridge that seems to blink into existence as you go to step into the room. And it just shines out towards a door, maybe 30 feet in front of you. Another door similar to the one you were just stepped through. But to your left, through the room, you do see, as lights, these pale lights begin to blink on, as if they float in the room. Just lighting it up in a meager light. You do see another door on the left, and a balcony of sorts jutting away from it.
Yes. I'm going to run really, really quickly to the other side.
Okay, yeah, you just reach the door and it doesn't open. It just goes... Doosh.
Don't believe there's any need to run, Notoria. This looks fine to me.
I will knock on the door. Hello?
Yeah, there's a hollow... Not... You don't get an answer.
Hello?
Considering that the previous door would not answer, perhaps this one will not either.
I mean,
Can I borrow your pry bar, please?
You may.
As you go to pry before you even go to do it, Artoria, a voice calls out, all around you, a disembodied voice. I would not do that if I were you. I have sealed this because of the containment breach.
What would you suggest we do then?
Leave.
Okay, what would you suggest we do if we weren't inclined to leave?
I would suggest you take on the mantle of freeing the master.
Who is this master you speak of?
And then there's a sound, like a clicking sound. 3 clicks, and he goes, "Error! Document lost."
Who is document lost?
What's a document?
Hold on a moment.
Wait, is his name Error Document Lost? That's a weird name.
Do you have a name?
There's like a brief pause. You can call me... Retrieving information. And then it goes click, click, click. Samantha.
Samantha, please find any documents containing Master.
Click, click, click. Documents not found.
I know she's totes right. There's no documents in this room, Fleurs. I've looked. Look, there's nothing here.
Well, she's obviously looking somewhere else, isn't she?
Oh, where are you looking for this stuff?
Please tell us whatever documents remain and a brief summary of their contents.
Oh, good God, please no.
There's a 3 clicks. Password.
What do you mean, password?
Wrong.
Password.
Password.
Password 1.
Wrong.
What happens if we answer this question wrongly more than 2 times?
On 3rd time, there will be a lockout.
Very good. Now I'll step out, because I obviously don't understand what a password lockout means. I just think we're going to lock out. So I'll just, perhaps we should not tempt fate.
Okay, Artoria, if you were super smart, what would you set as a password?
Meanwhile, Ver's just going to have a little browse around the outside to see if there's any other ways in.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is your question for the password a rhetorical question, or do you actually want the password?
Your question is not understood.
That's normal.
Oh, she's playing us. That bitch is
Samantha.
playing us.
Could you open the door, please?
Which door would you like to open?
Knock, knock, knock.
That one cannot be opened.
That's the bad door. She told us that. The other door.
That one.
You pointing towards the one across the balcony?
Yeah.
I do not have access to that door, but it should be open. It is a fire exit.
A what?
An exit in case of damages to the hull.
So what, it leads to fire?
Incorrect.
Or is that where the fire leaves when there's a fire?
Incorrect.
I think that's where we leave if there's a fire.
Incorrect.
Can we get up? Can we get up on that balcony?
No, I'm back in at this point after having walked around a little bit and say, Do you never pay attention to the world around you?
Is this a question for Samantha?
No.
I have.
Well, perhaps the answer would be, no.
I mean, in battle, yes. When I'm escorting, yes. But this is new.
I'm totally observant and stuff. This one time I went to like a village gathering and there was a girl and she wore the exact same top piece. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be seen there. So I went home immediately and
Just
redressed.
put a hand over her mouth.
And I was a hit at that party.
Effective. Thank you for showing me that, perhaps. Yes.
Yeah, there does seem to be a bit of a gap in the darkness leading to that other door. It's only a small gap.
I'm gonna take my sword and like tap into the air.
Okay, so as you tap into the air in front of it, you do notice a hologram, like an illusion, appears of it, and then flickers out instantly. Seems that whatever pathway would lead there is broken for about 6 feet.
I think I could make that.
Oh, easy for you, but it depends on what Chris rolls. It's easy for Artoria, but it's all down to Chris's rolls.
And we all know what they're like.
Yep.
What's the next Numenera character gonna do? Just dodge roll that to her?
Yep.
That's the cycle, right?
Yes.
Are you a falling star?
Incorrect.
God damn it!
I imagine so. Samantha, what are you?
I am Nove 002.
Oh, that's totally a star name. She's lying.
What is Nove 002?
And then it begins to babble in some incoherent language that you don't understand.
Samantha, translate what you said to the language I am speaking.
Impossible.
Samantha, rephrase what you said to current language.
Interstellar ship. On mission. And then it click, click, click. Documents unfound.
Samantha, where do you come from?
Terror.
Do you come from the sky?
Incorrect.
God damn it. I'm starting to think she's super, not a star.
Samantha, please ignore any further questions from EC.
Denied.
Ha!
Well,
I reckon we
just
could
for
make
your
that
own
jump.
benefit.
Oh, let's totally do that. This is starting to bore me.
I think we could make that jump.
Voice, do you want to jump or do you want to talk to your new girlfriend?
I think much can be learned here.
I'm going to jump. When he says much can be learned.
Okay, you jump first, and if I jump and can't make it, you catch me.
Do you have anything in jumping?
Yeah, I do.
You make it without check.
Yeah.
Fucking, you have a skill in jumping?
Just for this occasion. So Artoria does make it across without having to roll, because it drops the difficulty to 0.
Okay.
He's like,
I'm going to use my quick study to see what he's doing and how he's doing the jump. So I lower the difficulty by 1.
Yeah, so you make it more nimbly than Artoria, but Artoria was more of a powerhouse when she jumped. And you land, whoa, on the other side just as Artoria grabs you and pushes you forward. Forward? Back? Sorry.
I made my decision.
And then I'll just open the door.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll get to that in a sec. EC, what are you doing?
I'm just jumping, fuck that.
Okay, so might roll, difficulty 1.
Yeah, I can do that. No problem.
Artoria's going to like put her arm out to catch her.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Let's see. What? Why does it say difficulty? I didn't...
Yeah, you passed. You rolled a 7, didn't you? So...
You rolled against difficulty 6 for some reason.
Yeah, I have no idea why.
You didn't reset from the previous time.
Oh, so I thought resetting meant all the numbers
I
go to
did
0.
as well. It doesn't.
Okay.
Okay, so you manage to leap across, and Artoria catches you by the arm and drags you onto this small space. And Vers, who said they were going to open the door? Vers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So as you turn around and head towards the door, it's got like a gap in the middle, and all it takes is for you to pry your fingers in, and it opens towards you guys, and you see there are bars on the other side that kind of would be pushed to open the door.
Yeah.
One moment, let me open the door for you. There you go. So you guys can like just move your tokens across.
I'll start tapping with my foot as I'm walking.
Yeah,
sure
it's
not illusionary.
Yeah, it's definitely an illusionary type magic, but it's solid. And as you walk on,
Okay, as long as it's solid, that's fine.
but as you walk into it, lights begin to blink on above your head, all along the room.
Samantha, are you present in all rooms in this ship?
There's silence.
I'll walk back over here.
Yeah.
Samantha, are you present in any other rooms in this ship?
I have lost contact with some rooms. Containment breach.
Can we help you restore this?
Indeed, if you would so require me to be fixed.
How would we go about doing so?
Alert the master. I have lost contact.
Okay, thank you, Samantha. And I'll move back to the others.
Artoria, do you think Vers is going to hook up with the ghost?
I think it would be good for him.
You notice for some strange reason is that although Vers is still certainly eccentric, he also seems to be rather sane today since being here.
He seems different. First, put your mask on.
Okay.
Oh, just wants your attention.
Everyone wants to go outside. Tough luck, eh?
Okay, so as you go to walk towards this bridge, It is glowing brighter than the rest of them and flickering.
I do not quite understand this, but it seems that this bridge is somewhat broken, perhaps similar to how a weak bridge may sway in the wind. I will step off just in case something happens.
Do we need to get the rope?
Well, what are those things over there? I'll point to the north wall.
Okay, yeah, they look like some sort of Numenera device, 3 of them, that are stuck to the wall. Inside, you can all hear a slight...
They appear to be some kind of music box.
Well,
I mean, you could certainly have like a party here, but I think that's pretty dangerous.
I think we need the rope.
well, that's difficult because once we get the rope off from where it is currently, if we were to climb up and untie it, then we would not have any rope to get back up there.
No, but we tied ropes together. Surely there's like a halfway point that we can reach and untie it. And...
Yes, but we would need that length to get down here.
But first, I've already told you how to get back out. We just wait for someone to drop by who has rope.
You see? Don't.
That has
How
worked
deep
for
is
me
that
every
pit?
time.
How deep
Well-
is the wall?
The pit. Liam, how deep is the pit?
You can't tell.
Oh, that's
Like
pretty
a-
deep.
Like I said, no, like the wall seems, and the ground and the ceiling seem to absorb light.
Is there a door at the other side of this walkway?
Yeah, you could definitely see a huge kind of... But it's different than the other doors that you've seen so far. It looks like a thick metal blast door type thing, you know, thick. It's got... And it arcs slightly to a point as well.
So the problem with the bridge was what?
It seems weak.
Oh, I got this, guys. And I'm gonna take out the spray can.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out a spray can of adamant foam,
Oh, nice. Okay.
which oh fuck
Oh,
me.
it's kind of so extraordinarily light, almost weightless, lighter than a soap bubble, but virtually invisible. It's possible, in fact, to have this foam in your hand and not even realise it, and yet the foam which dries in contact with air is super strong. While pliable, it is unbreakable as steel mesh. The canister has enough foam to coat a 6 foot by 6 feet with a thin layer, although the foam has many uses sprayed on a living target to give +2 armour.
So obviously this isn't enough foam to spray the entire bridge. So I'm
No.
just gonna spray the parts that look weak while I walk over it.
I like it, it's creative and it works. This is a cipher or an oddity.
And that's a cipher. That's my use of foam. Go on.
Okay, so EC just manages to patch, as she does patch up certain parts of it, you notice as the foam adheres to the magic, it seems to light up. The foam itself seems to join whatever magic was missing to the other parts of it, as if the circuit is complete. It uses the cipher, EC, but you have fixed the bridge. So for 28 hours, this bridge is functional.
Well, let's see if doors open.
Okay, you're going to walk all the way across?
Yep.
As you do, the door just, as you approach it, just slides upwards with a very quick movement, making you almost jump.
And I'll
There is super many ghosts here.
Super many what?
jump
Ghosts.
through the doorway.
What do you mean, ghosts?
Well, stuff always opens by itself. There's that voice talking to us.
Okay, so you walk into this large, spacious
I don't think that's how ghosts work.
area.
Well, how...
Sorry, you guys carry on.
No, please.
All I'm saying is it's got several what looks like chests that look like they've been like they've been thrown against the walls. You see the walls have dents in them, and they've all laying in a haphazard fashion. Some are upside down, some are on their sides, some are upwards.
Is there any way to open said chests?
Would you like to try?
Yes.
Okay, as you approach them, every single one has some sort of pad with 9 buttons on them.
Oh, let me just Google Numenera mimics. I got this.
Are there numbers on them? I'm guessing.
There are symbols you don't recognise, yes.
I'm gonna go.
Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Atari, we aren't supposed to press the buttons.
And as you do, can you make an intellect roll just to see if you figure it out?
I'll study what it's doing in the meantime.
Yep, you study it.
See if it's doing it well.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4 works, it opens.
Yes! What's inside?
Okay, one moment, let me roll. It's exciting.
I'll let my cat out, I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay, so Chris, can you do me a favour and roll a d20?
The intellect roll is what you choose to roll well on, yeah?
Yep.
Number 10. Okay, so can you also roll a d100?
A 41.
Oh god. Tempted to make you reroll, but...
What did I get? Did I get a gun?
Okay, so what you see is a sort of backpack inside, and you can't quite tell what it does, but you can take it out and have a look at it.
Yep.
Okay, the straps themselves are quite rigid, and you see they've got clasps that attach them to your body from the front, and there's a button on the front clasp, a big red button.
I've got a parachute, haven't I?
No, you don't.
It's worse, isn't it?
It's an exploding backpack, obviously.
I'm going to put it on
Okay.
and feel proud.
Okay, roll a d6.
I think it's a bold fashion statement, but it totally works for you, Atari.
A 6.
Oh, max level. Okay. I'm going to add this so that I know what it is. So that I'm just going to name it Backpack so that you know when you use it. Backpack. Altoria.
I'm going to put that into my Numenera.
To be fair, yeah, you can make a Numenera check to see what it is. Because it's high level, it's now difficulty 6.
Yeah, I doubt I'm going to pass this, but sure, why not?
Okay.
Oh, are we allowed to make these checks? Could we just done that
motherfucker.
for the motorcycle?
Oh, did you pass?
No.
Ah, but you got a 17, which is...
Yep.
Okay, I'll give you a clue because you were just so close. Right, as you begin moving the device around, checking inside, you kind of like open one of the contraptions because it's got these 2 flaps on the side. As you open them up, they've got like buttons here, bink, bink, and look inside. There is this layer of silk on either side, and inside each of these silk kind of blankets, you see like what look like thin, bendable, and flexible rods.
I still have no idea. I think it's a jetpack.
I think it's an instant 10.
Right, with a 17, you have a feeling this is going to help you if you fall from a high height.
It's a parachute.
I never said it was a parachute.
It's a motherfucking parachute.
Oh, it's probably one of those gliders. It just pops out like a glider.
I don't know. I'm gonna wear it.
Umbrella.
I'm gonna wear
So
it.
yeah, Altoria, you put the backpack on. Fits nicely over your coat, and then clasp it in. Nice. By the way, how many ciphers do you have? Because that takes up a cipher slot.
I have 3, but one of them's in use already.
Is
It's
it?
the communication discs.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So I don't hold all 3 of the discs. I'm holding one of them because Furs has one and EC has the other.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I have a disc. That means I have 3 ciphers. That's too many ciphers. I can't carry a disc.
It
No,
doesn't count.
It doesn't count because it's in use.
Okay.
As in, it's now used. So. Alright, let's just open up the cheat sheet just so we got it ready. Alright, guys, so yeah, there are 5 other chests.
Now, confident, after the dumb one has solved one of those chests, I'm gonna try to solve one of those chests by pressing the buttons.
Okay, make an intellect roll.
I got this.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. You all
I'm
got one. Begin pressing...
I'm gonna spend 2 points.
Okay, yeah, okay. Begin pressing buttons on the panel.
Aw. That's horrible.
No, it just doesn't seem to want to open. You can attempt to use... You feel like it's a bit... You shake it a bit. It's a bit flimsy. It might be able to be broken open if you really want to try that.
Pry bar.
Forget everyone lost the pry bar.
I think I understand how this works now.
You try, and then I pry bar.
Let me just have a look.
Cool, yes!
Oh, look at you guys.
Can you roll a d20, Vers?
I can.
Well, I didn't fall down the mountain.
What's 14? Okay. Can you roll a d100?
Certainly.
What? Seriously, I love this book. Just, can you roll a d6?
Yeah. That was
Okay,
spicy.
and now a Numenera check.
What is that?
It's intellect, and if you have an inability in Numenera, it's...
No, that's why I'm asking. What is it? Because I have salvaging as a skill.
Yeah.
So salvaging Numenera.
No, it's identifying the Numenera and knowing what it is and what it does.
Which you have an inability in.
I have an inability in understanding.
Yeah, so it's because it's only level 3, it's difficult 4.
Okay. So I'll think about what I'm doing again. Take a quick study.
See you... Pass? No. I have to make lots of notes here.
Inabilities!
One moment. Stuff.
I mean, not like it really matters if you roll a 2.
Stuff founding ship. Altoria.
Victoria has some form of jetpack.
Okay, so what you do find is some sort of bracelet, Vers. And it looks long and thin and it wraps around your wrist.
Okay, anything else? Anything particular about this
Well, it's kind of
bracelet?
flat, and as you shake it, it feels like it's got something inside it.
Flat as in a band flat?
Yeah, like your watch you've got on. Yeah, it rests underneath your wrists. This flat kind of 3-inch wide, 6-inch long flat panel. It's probably about half an inch thick.
Okay.
Well,
I'll just put that in my backpack.
Okay.
let's.
How many
get these other
ciphers do you
boxes.
have, by the way?
2.
And
Okay.
what's your limit?
2.
So you just picked up one to make it free.
I mean, I picked it up.
Yeah, but you have it. You can't carry more than the amount you can carry, or bad stuff happens.
Like, because I physically can't carry it?
Yeah.
No, you can carry it, but I need you to roll a D. I need you to roll a D200.
Okay, because I don't understand how the fuck I'm supposed to salvage stuff if I can't carry it. That's a really weird game.
Well, you're supposed to keep using your ciphers. They're supposed to be long.
So for the next 28 hours, you're fine.
Okay.
Let's crack open these other boxes.
But yeah, I mean, that's good to know how that works, because I would obviously be aware of that. Like, if my job is salvaging Numenera, I'm trained.
Yeah, you would know that too many
I would
ciphers
know
in
that
one
how it
place causes weird shit to happen.
It's
Okay,
like
so it's just the vicinity of them together.
Yeah.
you gotta think about them like the weapons in the new Zelda game that just break after a few hits. You just keep using new weapons.
I haven't played the new Zelda game.
Yep.
Well, look at you, being boring.
Let's get these crates open.
Okie dokie. You're going to try and smash open every single one?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna try the numpads while he's doing some smashing.
Okay, so we'll have a might check from Altoria and an intelligence check from theirs.
I'm just gonna cheer them on.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Jesus fucking Christ, with the twos. What the fuck?
Okay,
I'm also trained in breaking inanimate objects.
Oh, I
of
know
course
you
you fucking are.
Crowbar smash.
Okie dokie. So can as Vers is sitting there going, but beep beep beep, beep 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 with one of them. In the background, Altoria brings out a broadsword, smash, cuts one clean in two. Okay.
D20.
One moment, let me open up the chart. But yes, can you roll a D100 actually?
Oh, a D100.
Yeah.
Well. Ooh.
Could be cool. And now I need another D100. Okay, you find a soft, big-brimmed hat that sometimes drips water when it's not raining.
Yeah. Next box.
I put on the hat. That sounds like an oddity.
It is an oddity, EC. The hat does look very fashionable, though.
Oh, perfect. Look at me having a fashionable hat now.
Next box.
That's a third oddity.
Okay.
What's the description? Oh, you
Yeah, I pasted it.
My hero.
Okay, Vers can also make another roll for the one he's working on, and bang! Smashes this one open. Give me another roll. You know what to do. 2 D100s.
So I managed to get a 6, I think that's how that works. Yeah.
A 12 and a 34.
Do you think this hat makes me look fat, Artoria?
No.
I don't know how to take that answer because you have no clue about fashion.
Whenever someone asks this, just tell them "fuck you" because that's basically the same response you get no matter what you say.
Okay, so Artoria, you reach in to find a small wooden rosewood case. And as you flick it open, inside you see 3 rings that just begin to float in front of you, then orbit around your hand.
Oh, I am a sorcerer.
Oh, this is Scott, man.
What? No, I'm just being flippant. So I got a difficulty 6. Don't know what was needed.
You rolled a 12, right?
Yeah, and difficulty goes down by 2 steps because I'm trained and I have an asset.
That works. Make 2 D100 rolls. Just looting the fuck out of the little storeroom.
That's what I'm here for.
43?
43, 36.
Artoria, you're like the Earth now. Stuff just orbits around you.
This is glorious.
He's like the what?
The Earth.
He looks down.
No, like the thing we're on.
You find a belt, Vers, and the belt has these metal plates that as you pick it up begin to glow.
Does it seem like this is safe to put with the other stuff?
It seems like it might not interact with the ciphers. That's for sure.
Okay. Put it in the back.
Okay.
First,
Yes?
and try and break it first. If that fails, you do your...
Well, let me put it this way. I'll try and open it first because me pressing the buttons is definitely not going to interfere with you smashing it afterwards.
Okay.
If you smash it wrong and you hit the buttons, yeah.
Okay.
And it just bloop.
Oh yeah, you just like beep, 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 beep. And after about 5 or 6 tries, you get the right one, and it opens. 2 D100s.
36, 20.
What? They couldn't have made it sound more like a dildo if they tried. Okay, so what you do find is some sort of metal wand with a tip that glows.
I found those in my days.
I'm sure you did.
I want to ask questions, but I'm not sure if I should. Okay, so let me ask the questions anyway.
Okay.
Does it seem like there are any buttons on it?
Yes.
Okay, where are the buttons situated?
At the base.
Not sure I want to continue now. Okay, just we said that there was no button pressing, so there's no button pressing. I'll just put it in the backpack.
Okay, as you put it in the backpack, it does hit something odd, and you hit and you feel like there's some sort of energy coming from your backpack.
Okay, I'll just take it out again.
Yeah, and it shaking in your hand.
Yeah, okay. I'll look at the buttons and see which one's most likely to cause this.
Okay, so...
If there's any signs on it that I may have
kind
seen before, even if
yeah.
I don't really recognize
You don't really
them.
recognize the sign, but it's a circle with a slight indent at the top.
I'll press that one.
Okay, it turns off.
Okay, just put it back in. Carefully this time, making sure not to hit the one on it.
Okay, Liam, this thing vibrates when you turn it on. How the fuck is it not?
It could very well be a weird electrical toothbrush.
You don't know what it is. It's got like a very round baseball-shaped end and that glows.
I'm sure it does.
So we found a sex toy, a parachute, a hat.
I understand this is for massaging, not for sex. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, Virgie, purr, man.
I mean, maybe you can use it while he talks
I
to
will
the
get
ghost
one
woman.
of my sisters and they will show you.
Wow.
I was like, okay.
Artoria, the problem is you have to be explicit when telling Verse what your sister's gonna do, so he understands it. And you don't want to do that, so this conversation is gonna go nowhere. So let's open the
That's
door.
why I get one of my sisters the next time we meet, and she'll just have her way with them.
Your sisters frighten me.
They frighten most people.
Should be an interesting experience.
I'm gonna check if these are ghost doors, and I just walk up to one of the door.
Which one
See
you
if
walking
it-
up to?
The top one.
It is a ghost door.
Oh my god, there's spooky ghosts everywhere.
What about this one?
Yep, that one opens as well as you walk near it.
Samantha?
No voice. You don't hear her.
Oh, more boxes.
You're so clingy, Verse. Leave the woman alone.
Can these boxes be opened?
They look like large crates that have been thrown halfway across the room, but as you peer in, there is glass containers at the front. You do see that it's misty, like it's frosty inside. You got like a kind of a Ryan frost up against the screen. The screen's roughly the size of a letterbox, so it's very hard to discern what's inside. There doesn't seem to be any panel, no way to open it, no door on it, nothing, because it's about 8 foot by 8 foot. These massive crates.
Can I like rub my hand on the little window?
Yeah, it seems like the visibility is mainly coming, like the frost is coming from the inside. Can't be wiped away from outside. Condensation is on the inside. There you go.
Is the room itself cold, or is it just... the box?
No, not at all. But the boxes do have a very, very cold touch to them.
Knock, 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 knock.
Nothing.
Knock, 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 knock.
Nothing.
Knock, stop, knock.
Nothing.
I don't think that's going to work. I very much doubt whether anything is still alive in here. Except for a liquid, maybe. Nice liquid.
Well, let's find the master.
What if this master is like not a swell dude? What if he's like super mean and stuff?
Well, we kill him.
Okay, good.
Perhaps we're supposed to ask him what happened.
And then we kill him.
The fuck is that?
If we deem this necessary.
Look, Artoria is just naive. It's Chris is like, what the fuck is that? Yes, so as you walk, you do see some sort of glowing panel mounted to the wall here. The door to your right, however, does not automatically shift upwards as you walk towards it.
No pressing, Artoria. We agreed.
I know. But there's a door here.
I had this last time when I talked to the screen, so just let me talk to this screen, and I got this.
Let me have a look at this first. I would like to determine if this thing's also voice activated, so I'll start speaking to see if it picks up voice commands.
It doesn't seem to.
Well, I'm afraid that for this one buttons will need to be pressed, and when it comes to pressing buttons, I think I have proven quite clearly, as demonstrated in the last room.
Oh, so you are allowed to press buttons.
Oh, so you're allowed to be cranky.
He got me there. I am super cranky right now. I didn't sleep well. Ground was really hard. And then he told me I couldn't press buttons. Really harsh day for me.
So here's some advice for you, Artoria. If you ever need to communicate a message to her, just talk the way that she does. She seems to understand that. I don't know why.
I don't know what he means talk the way I do.
No, it's
I'll go
okay.
back.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's like totally fine.
He's super mocking me, and he thinks I'm too stupid to get it, but I
Artoria
could
just
get it.
literally just blank face, turns and walks down the corridor.
Okay.
Then I'll go and have a look at the pad to see if I can make out anything.
Yeah, you can make an intellect roll. If you have an inability in Numenera, so that's going to be a more difficult.
I feel like this is
I
gonna
have,
be a continued thing. This whole inability.
That's okay.
thing.
It'll just be neutral roll because I have the skill in gleaning information. So.
Yeah. So difficulty 4.
Let's have a little look-see in here.
Well, if I keep rolling 2s and 3s, it's not going to work, is it?
Nope. So Vers, you're just pressing buttons, and as you're moving your hand, you realise there's a ripple across the screen as if it's got liquid in it, and you seem to be moving things around, but you're not quite grasping what you're doing.
Well, this seems to be different from the last one. Perhaps
Okay, I'm going to give a GM intrusion to Vers.
Oh, thank God I left that part of the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fucked, but let's have it.
Okay, so who are you giving the experience to?
I'll give it to Artoria because I think.
Oh, look! Just because I have one, that doesn't mean you don't have to give me any more.
Well, it kind of does.
You guys know what you need to do. You saw what come up.
What?
He put up the turn order.
The turn order.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll explain what happens once you've rolled.
And look at me, rolling a 17.
Nice.
Me rolling an 18.
Fuck you, Chris.
Oh, sorry, I didn't roll it correctly.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't roll it properly. Let me roll a higher number first.
Didn't I put it back on 3? Twat. It seems to me that somehow you've contracted twattiness.
Okay, so Vers, as you are playing with the screen, attempting to get it to work, my GM intrusion is that you do press a button and a big red kind of sign flashes across the screen and you go, huh? Just as the door behind you opens up. And as the door behind you opens up, you turn around to peer into a room that's dimly lit by blue kind of eerie light, and beyond you see the green puddle of the slime. Finally, you see where it's emanating from. Inside the slime is a huge kind of cylindrical container floating in the middle of it, and inside you see somebody is trapped inside the glass, banging on it, looking at you with wild eye. But as you look to the left and right, these creatures, these worm-like creatures, exit the slime and begin rushing towards you. And we go with...
found something over here, people. It's quite interesting.
Okay, so Artoria.
Just before we continue, I'll need a ruling how you want to do this, because the problem I have is that whenever there's a gem intrusion, any action you take in response is hindered. If that's for the whole combat, I think that's a bit too harsh.
No, it's just for the first round.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I'm having is I can start a conversation with things we fight before we fight them, but I feel like this doesn't apply here.
And Artoria can see the things rushing towards Vers.
Just at that moment, you can see him just on the edge of your vision in the blue eerie light. You see this very large shadow of this worm-like creature. Remember, you can move up to 50 feet as an action, or 10 as part of an action.
Yeah, well, that's 10 I've just moved.
Yeah.
Because I can't move diagonally through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Artoria will shout to Vers to look out, produce a small blossom-shaped flower, and just fucking throw it into the room.
Okay, can you copy and paste and tell me what that does? I know what it is, but I can't remember the exact wording.
Yeah. It is a long-range weapon, so it's 100 feet.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
It's got a 10-second fuse, so how long does a round last for?
5 seconds, 6 seconds, so it'll go off I'll say the end of your next turn.
The end of my next turn. So she'll throw it for just sort of like this area.
Okay.
Because Vers can obviously move before my next turn.
Yep, so it kind of soars overwards over Vers's head and lands in this space here, yeah?
Yep.
Nice. And what does it do?
It explodes.
Okay, what's the level?
It is level 3.
No,
Or level 5, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, it'll do 5 damage to everything within its range. Because if you wrote down the description, it should tell you the range as well.
Yeah, it's immediate.
Ah, so everything within 10 feet radius of it will take 5 damage. Okay, Easy.
I would like to take my rollerblades, scoot into the room where Artoria opened up, and hide.
Classic. Nice.
And I am skilled in stealth tasks.
Okay.
So how difficult are these?
Well, at the moment, it would just be difficulty 4.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna speed roll. Oh, I didn't update the thing again. Dumb.
That's alright, you still rolled a 16.
Yeah, okay. So that's my turn. I'm hiding.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, you definitely managed to hide there. That's a good roll, and you have a good idea that they're not seeing where you are.
I'm a team player.
Yep. Okay, so Vers, these things turn and begin heading towards you. This gets within range. Can you make a speed check? This is to dodge.
Yes, hello? Hi? Oh, that's not what I... Oh.
Can you see the sluggy-like creature you're up against?
Well...
Oh, did you send a picture? Where's the picture?
Didn't send a picture, so... But if you do want to see it, there you go.
I do. Hey. How big are these?
They're about 12 foot long, but they look quite thin and slug-like.
How big is a foot? Jesus.
2 and a bit meters. There you go. Wait, 3 meters. Nearly 3 meters.
Thank you for speaking a proper language.
Okay, so because of your GM intrusion, I'm going to say that it will use its GM intrusion. So for its action, it hits you with its maws, and as it hits you, you feel the biting of its single tooth as it bites down on your arm for 3 damage.
Okay.
And then its GM intrusion that you are currently poisoned. You move down to impaired.
Well, you say that, but...
He is trained in poison.
No, he's got a delve thing. It's actually quite cool.
Yes, I have a delve player intrusion. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's player intrusion.
Okay, what does it say?
Where poisons or disease basically get knocked down 1 tick from what they are. So if it's
yeah, if you want to spend the experience point, you're completely neutralize it.
Yep.
So
we'll do that.
My GM intrusion and your player intrusion just went bounced off of one.
So the poison just like I'm just like, huh.
Yeah, it just drips out and it's oozing out. One thing you do notice, however, Vers, is you do hear another one. But as you peer around, it has to use its action to move up towards you. But this one itself is kind of a paler colour. It's got an exoskeleton.
Okay.
It is your go, Vers.
Well, this is all highly inconvenient. Artoria, could you please get over here and deal with this? I don't think they're friendly, and I don't think any of these are Samantha, so... Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of here.
Just get behind me.
And I'll just leg it.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you do go for a run. You do go booking it towards Artoria, slide past her.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else? No, that's just it, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how the turns work.
Yeah, so if you've used it to move more than 10 feet, that's your action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so Artoria.
I am going to move, like, here.
Yep.
And I am going to do that thing that Artoria's done really, really well. And I am going to guard.
Oh, that makes everything... That gives you an asset to defense, doesn't it? So
and I can prevent things from getting past me.
Nice. Okay, so at the end of your round, there's a hissing sound. At the end of your turn, and you go BANG! An explosion, and both of them take 5 damage. You just see a pillar of flame come flying up out of the slime, sending it your way, actually, and splats all up against the wall, all over the ground, and parts of these slugs just kind of explode up against the doorway and the panels, and you hear a kind of a horrible screech coming from them. Easy.
Yeah.
I would like to spend an experience point
Yes.
for a player intrusion.
Okay.
And as an Arcus, I have the following, which is Unexpected Gift. An NPC hands you a physical gift you were not expecting, one that helps put the situation at ease if things seem strained. And there is an NPC in this thing, which is Samantha, so I'm just gonna ask, Ghost Lady, can you fix this?
I can help now that you're in this room. And next to you, a container with an odd symbol on it just kind of opens up. And inside, mist begins to emanate, and you see a small cylinder.
Oh man, I grabbed the cylinder.
Okay, to grab the
Please do not
cylinder.
throw the nuke.
It's got what looks like... This was inspired by the chat. It's it looks like it's got some sort of white crystals in it.
Well, it's my turn over, probably, right? After grabbing the cylinder.
You haven't moved that far, no. So.
Well, I'm gonna move into the corridor, and
Yep.
next turn I'm just gonna throw this to Artoria.
Nice. Okay, so.
What, make me throw the nuke?
I'm not touching it. Could hurt me.
So the one with the exoskeleton moves into the room here, and then climbs the ceiling above Artoria. So. Oh, can Artoria make a defense check? It's difficulty 2, so.
I have advantage on defense checks.
Yeah, I've taken that into consideration.
Well, there's advantage not roll 2 dice.
No. Advantage gives you an extra step. So you had a shield, which drops it to 3. Now you've got advantage, which drops it to 2.
Not a problem. And I am going to spend 2 speed to make it.
Difficulty 1.
Yep.
Okay. Luckily, that was a good roll. And as this thing's huge maw comes down to bite at your shoulders, you kind of push up against it, and your armor seems to just deflect most of the blow. And the other one, however, turns, and you see it kind of goes, and then launches a glob of something over Artoria towards Isi. Isi,
Oh,
can you
fuck
make a
that.
speed check? It's difficulty 4.
What are you even good for?
Does she get any sort of defense from me?
No,
being
because
in
it
there?
went high over your head.
Difficulty 4, fuck me. I guess I'll just chance it. Now look at me.
Oh yeah, nice. So just as it goes to slam into your body, you press yourself against the wall, nearly fall through the door, and it just hits the ground, and you hear as smoke begins to emanate from the floor. Theirs.
Well, this is all very inconvenient. Victoria, I think it's probably for the best if you try not to step in that and dispatch them quickly. Yes? Yes, very good. Meanwhile, yeah, I'll just, yeah. And I'll move in there.
Okay.
We're all team players.
Nice. Was there anything else from me, theirs?
Nope.
Okay, so we're back to Artoria.
I will just try to swing at this thing.
Okie dokie.
So I am going to spend 2 might.
Next time in D&D, Arne, this is how we're gonna fight as well. We'll just have one person fight all the things.
I fought last session. There was a reason for that.
Are you using your greatsword or?
No, I'm using my broadsword.
So you're just one off. Oh, you're. Yeah, so it drops it down to a difficulty 3, which you fail at. You go to slice at it, Artoria, and it just hits the chitinous kind of armor it's got, and it goes. Lets out a hiss as it does.
I'm just
That's
going to
the...
move immediate and take a step back because AC's blocking the way.
Yep.
That's the Chris I know, failing at attack rolls. Okay, I would like to, because you gave me rollerblades,
Yeah.
I would like to make myself really small and rollerblades through Artoria's legs,
Yeah.
and then open the thing and just spray it all over that slug thing.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you slide underneath Artoria and you bring up the actual vial, and as you twist at the end, it makes a clicking sound and sprays a mist of this white crystal up it. It does not like that whatsoever, and it hisses, and you deal 6 damage to it.
Can I do a flip over it?
In fact, can you do me a favour and now roll a d6?
Oh, I love these 6s.
Because it depletes on a 6. Alright, you still got it?
Can I flip over the slug?
Over it? What, into the other side?
No, I want to, do a skate jump over it.
Make a speed roll.
Oh, yeah. Come on. No!
No! And you fall prone right in front of it.
I mean, it's really hard to skate on salt, so there's that.
Yep. And just as you have fallen prone right in front of it, it's going to now try to bite you, EC.
What, it does?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. So make another speed roll, difficulty 4.
Like, man, I can't fail twice in a row, right? That's obvious.
And it reaches down and bites into your leg, drags you underneath it.
I'm gonna take the hit.
Can you do
How can you do that?
Speed. I have to make a speed task.
Okay.
On a success, I automatically take the hit.
Okay, go ahead. The same difficulty, so. I'm afraid it still hits EC, and then it drags her by the leg underneath. You take 3 damage to your might pool.
Oh, that depletes my might pool.
Does it?
What?
Oh, you are impaired, EC.
Oh, that's bad.
The other one, however, does fire a glob of acid at Artoria. Artoria, can you make a speed check? Oh, nice. So yeah, perfect. Just slices, well, hits the side of the wall, and you hear that acidic hissing once more.
I was going to ask if I could do something really cool and like flick my force field on and bounce it back.
Yeah, I say you can bounce it back, but it doesn't seem to hurt it.
It's still the rule of cool and it makes me feel better.
That is fine, and I will allow you to have that. Vers.
Artoria, how's it going there?
Not good. Pears is being eaten. Or not pears, EC.
Okay, well, can you stop EC from being eaten?
If I help.
Or should I? Should I help? I can help.
Yes, help.
Help? Help, okay. Okay, help. Those first goes a little bit crazy again and runs in to slash the thing.
Oh god, yeah. Go ahead.
Speed, right? With the light blade?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's still might.
Is it still might?
Still might.
Oh yeah,
But
okay.
it reduces the difficulty by 1 because it's a light weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Oh my. What are you using to attack it?
A light blade, like a forearm blade.
Okay, so as you go to slice towards it, the forearm blade gets jammed into its chitinous armor, and you are unable to get away from it.
We're just having a woozy of a day.
I haven't rolled anything above, I think a 3, except to open the box.
Well, you were really good at opening the boxes.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so we're back to Artoria.
Seeing everybody in difficulty,
Mm-hmm.
can I climb onto its back and like pull it off everybody?
Yeah, sure, make a might check. Why the hell not? You just leap up, grab on top, grab it by the top of its like faceplate.
Come on.
Technically, oh no, wait, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Do we not get XP?
Oh no,
from
it
the
does.
damage
It's
version,
before
right?
an opponent has acted.
No.
So it is before an opponent has acted. He hasn't acted this turn.
Okay, so what were you trying
Price
to do?
tag.
I didn't hear you. Sorry, I was replying to Adrian at first.
My surprise attack tier 1. It says if attacking from a hidden vantage, comma, with surprise, comma, or before an opponent has acted.
It's not. No, that would have
It's
worked
at
on the first round.
First
Yeah,
turn,
yeah.
right. Because if it was, then my little grenade should have done 2 more points of damage to each of them.
I will add that now.
Yay! Because I was going to say I get asset to my attack on a successful hit. I do extra 2 damage. But I'll just try and pull its hit, like pull it away from the others.
Okay, make a might check.
Might check. No.
Well, you say that, but the reason why I'm going to let it succeed is because the 2 damage from the bomb that would have killed it. So as you go to pull its faceplate back, you actually rip
Pull its head off.
Yeah, rip its head off, and out comes all this red and vile green gloop as you just throw it back.
And throw the head at the other one.
Okay, yeah, and just lands at the ground, and this thing like
That would have put me sort of standing over EC. So
Yeah.
she is below me.
Yeah, she is now free from the thing's maw. It's no longer chomping on her legs. EC, what are you up to?
I would like to lift myself off, just smash the box of salt into Versus' hands, and drift past him and heal myself.
Okay, yeah.
Using my healing ability, so I have to do an intelligence difficulty 2 intellect task.
Yeah, so you like shift by using your skates to go, so you just like rollerblade past him.
Okay, difficulty 2 intellect task. Put that in. Yes. I don't know what plus 2 damage does here, but I'm healing.
Yeah, I'll allow it to do +2 healing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you rolled an 18.
Oh, that means I get 5 back to might.
Okay, so you just managed to patch yourself up, because that bite, that was...
I'll move my
What?
token.
Does that fix my impairment that I now have all pools again?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. What does impaired actually do to me?
Makes everything +1 difficulty.
Oh, so that was a difficulty 3 intellect roll, which I've also solved. Still, very important. I end my turn. I rest my case.
Alright, Dove? Okay, so anything else? I think that's it, isn't it? Okay, so that thing retreats slightly further away and then fires a glob of acid at Artoria. Okay, I'm afraid this one strikes against you despite the shield. Wait a minute, you rolled a 7, that should be a success. Yeah.
No, it's oh yeah, because it lowers it because it's difficulty. No, it's difficulty 4, is it not?
Yeah, it's difficulty 4 and you've got a shield, so it's difficulty 3. Sorry, it's just
Yeah, so
difficulty
it's
2
still
on your
failed,
roll. Okay, so as it strikes you in the shoulder, the acid begins to burn, and then you feel like this burning sensation on your arm. You take 5 damage, so you might pull, but you can reduce it with armor.
Yep.
Okay, so Vers.
Well, slash again.
Oh yeah, well, Vers, you're like on the ground going, and you can't actually get your forearm blade out of the chitin, and
I gave you the salt shaker.
and your forearm blade snaps as you yank it out. You've got a forearm shiv now.
Alright. Well, that's good. Yep, nope. I'll move back behind, you see.
Yeah, you move back behind EC, and she's kind of balled up, rollerblading type position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Artoria. This thing is backed up into the sludge, half submerged. You can see its hideous maw just protruding from this gelatinous pool.
I really don't want to step in that.
Well, no, I don't think anyone would.
So I'm gonna move immediate and guard again, and I'm going to deploy the force field, so I'm shielding the others behind me. Because I'm assuming it comes out in like a.
Yeah, like, the holographic buckler just comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so using the guard action, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically that gives everyone behind you advantage on their next speed roll. Easy.
Well, since Verse is a dumb piece of shit, I'm gonna take back the Salt Shaker from his hands.
Yeah.
And just, salt shake on the stupid slug in front of Artoria, just leaning over his shoulder.
That one's dead. I pulled its head off and threw it at the other one.
Well, I'm gonna throw the Salt Shaker at the other one.
Oh, okay, so as soon as you're throwing it, you're gonna need to make... And it's quite... Let me just check. I think it is 1, 2... Yeah, it's just in range. You're gonna need to make a speed roll. It's a ranged attack.
Oh, that's a difficulty 4 speed roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend 3 speed. Fuck this.
Okay, yeah, difficulty. Let's see how you get it. Yes! You just go... The thing spins in the air, the world just turns to slow motion before you, see. And then, as the thing brings its mouth back to launch another globule of acid, it just slides right down its throat. And it goes... And you see bubbles forming on its flesh. These hideous kind of grotesque boils that then just explode outwards all over the room. And the thing falls and sinks into the glob, the gelatinous pool, and just dies.
There's somebody in here, yes.
Yeah, and you see that behind one of the in the middle of the pool of the there's one of those containers you've seen, the cylindrical ones, and yeah, and you see that there's someone inside the glass kind of panel just thumping on it. It's a naked man, and he's got like long, rugged hair, long kind of beard, and he looks wild-eyed.
Is he an impressive specimen?
One moment.
Is he more impressive than the one we found?
Fuck's sake, guys. He is a very impressive specimen.
Artoria will get him the hell out of there. She will, move around to here.
Yeah. Okay, so
jump
you have to...
on top.
Oh, okay, nice.
And then, signal for him to move back, take the crowbar, and just, beat on the glass to try and break it.
Make mic check.
And I have break inanimate objects, so...
Hello? Hi. You're the master, right? Right.
It's just silence, like he's miming as he bumps against the glass.
Oh, I got this. Artoria's friend was also talking like that. I got this. Look.
As you smash the pry bar in and try pushing, he's like...
Easy is gonna spell friend with her body.
So, Artoria will kind of stop and look at him.
And he's trying to do some sort of movement with his hand to...
I'm going to make an intellect check.
Yeah, to portray a message.
Clue what he's talking about. Oh, Jesus.
What was that roll for, Furs?
Nothing.
Okay, well, I will refer to that soon. Okay, so you get an idea that he's saying, don't open it. Don't smash it open. And then he points to himself and then does a slice across his neck. It will kill me.
Okay. What do you want me to do? How do I get you?
Draws a square with his fingers.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't Artoria speak sign language?
And then you see that right in front of you, there's a misting. Oh, you do speak sign language. But
yeah.
I'm afraid that he doesn't. He's just trying to portray something.
Right.
Yeah, I know, because you and Emma were talking in sign language.
She's going to try.
Yeah.
He skipped that elective in college. He didn't take it.
He grabs the screen, and you see where the misting is. He can draw stuff. He seems to be drawing symbols, like writing, but you don't understand it. And then he realizes you don't, and then begins drawing some sort of map. And he points an arrow towards a room, maybe 5 or 6 rooms away. It seems.
Verge, come here. Come here.
Yes, oh, this line, it looks nice.
And
nice,
she'll reach her hand across so he can reach out, grab her, and she can pull him onto this thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
so
then
you're floating on top of it. Yeah.
Get him to look at the map.
Oh, this looks really tasty. Should I have taste?
No, not taste.
Yes. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win a bet.
Look at map.
What?
Map. The man is drawing on.
Don't distract him. I was gonna win the bet that he eats the slime.
Easy.
Yes.
I have to get this man out of here.
The map. Sorry. Yes. What? Okay. What about this map? What does it lead to?
You study it. Do your brain thing.
Yes, but what am I looking for?
Oh, I did forget to mention that you guys do notice that the ground seems to be all kind of like this organic material with veins running through it. That's an important feature to mention.
Easy's gonna leave that room. You guys totally got this. Just, don't touch me afterwards.
Can I drag this thing out of the sludge?
Meanwhile, I'll just take the map and get off again and start just thinking about it. What it might be map 2.
Okay. Alright, okay, so
Altoria difficulty 6 for that.
Altoria, make the might check. Vers, you memorize it.
I have the glaive feature, impressive displays of strength.
Yeah.
I would like to use said feature.
Okay.
It doesn't say it costs me experience.
What does it say it does, though?
You perform a feat of strength, impressing those nearby. For the next minute, you gain an asset in all interaction tasks with people who saw you use this ability. It is an action. So I'm assuming as an action, I can just, pick this thing up. Not up over the head, just sort of like a lift and drag type of thing. And pull it out so he's not in the sludge.
Yeah, sure. Make the might check.
Might check. A 12.
A 12.
Beats difficulty 4.
Yep, it does indeed. Okay, so Vers uses this opportunity to memorize the map. And then Altoria, you drag it out onto the actual organic material to your right. You have to get your feet kind of dirty in the gelatinous kind of liquid, but it doesn't seem to bother you that much.
Mm-hmm. Well, now that he's safe, let's go and find this room.
Okay, so what about EC? What were you doing while this was going on?
Oh, Easy was just chilling.
Okay, fair enough. EC was just chilling.
And I just want to make sure that this guy points out on the map where we need to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked like... let me just look at myself. Yeah, it looked like maybe to the west.
Okay, where exactly? Because I memorized the map.
I will drag you through, but only you, okay?
Yep, that's cool.
So this way. 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 And then there. That door right there. Good. Then I will drag you all the way back so you know.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. So you now have the route.
Yes, I think well, it's over that way. If you would kind of lead the way, Arthur.
Yes. Which way?
With this thing that's now on the... What do we do? Do we take it? Do we leave it here and come back for it?
I think we need to do something to let him out.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's go do that thing then. Do you know what we need to do?
I have no idea, but I'm sure we'll figure it out when we get there, because you're a smart man.
Yes, I'll figure it out. Just get us there safe.
It was super nice meeting you. I hope we meet each other again.
Easy.
I think he had a thing for you, Artoria. I was really feeling a connection there.
Can you use your powers to make me feel better?
Oh, sure. In what way do you want to feel better?
I feel weak.
Oh, well, I'm gonna use my healing touch ability to restore stuff to her might pool.
Okay, how many times can you do this?
I can do it once on everyone, and it gets more difficult the more I do it on people. So I can do it once as an intellect 2 task, and then it becomes an intellect 3 task. And I have to spend 1 intellect every time. Huh?
Does it become more difficult with every cast, or with every repeat cast on someone?
Every repeat cast.
Repeat cast on someone.
Okay, then, well, I think this acid seems to be... well, quite strong. It was weird because it didn't seem to do anything to the bar before, but, well, it didn't feel so
Oh,
bad.
+4 healing for me.
Nice.
Them heals.
Well played, Adrian.
Look at that.
So, I guess in your phrase it would be, yeah, it would be like totally cool if you could heal me, you know?
That is not how I would say that. That sounded so weird. It's like my dad saying something. Get with the times verse. I am healing him though.
Yeah.
Look at
Oh,
me.
Jesus.
Whoa! Holy crap! Well played.
EC is really good at that healing stuff.
Yes, that's strange because you seem so unfocused, but you seem to be good at this. You should do it more often.
Oh my god, you shouldn't doubt me. I'm like super great. Why would you even take me along if you think I couldn't even do that?
Which way, Verge?
Yes, carry on. To the north.
Door.
Although, I wouldn't hold it against you if you
Okay.
want to check some of these side passages, but that's not where we ultimately need to go.
It opens.
Left or right?
Automatic.
So do you think this dude is like a star man?
He is a fine specimen of a star.
Left and no. You reckon so?
To look at.
Ah, yes, well. I would appreciate it if you shared with me your judgments. It would be interesting to know how different people, such as yourself, judge these things.
I mean, to be fair, it's super easy to look at him because he's in like a box and he's not wearing anything.
Okay, so Artoria, as you approach this door, you do notice it's broken, and there's slight amount of sparks above you.
Which way, Verge?
Through this door. Well, yes, it must be this one.
And Artoria will try and pry it open.
Okay, like I said, this door's broken, it's open, like, you know, the way that they slide upwards. It's broken, and you see slight amount of sparks above you, and it tries to shut, but it can't, and you hear a clonk, and then it just kind of slides back up.
Can I borrow one of those spikes?
Yes, of course.
Take spike and just try and wedge this thing so it doesn't.
Okay, yeah, as you wedge it in, that's perfect. It's like, it stops making that clunking noise.
And then step 3.
Okay, as you step through, you see that the sparks kind of activate more brightly, but the spike you've put in prevents the door from slamming on top of you.
Everyone jump through very quickly.
Okay. And I'll just jump through.
And I'll jump through.
Nothing happens. You're all safe. And this room itself looks to be some sort of storage room. There are shelves, but things have been thrown off of it and scattered all across the floor.
Artoria cares not. She is on a task.
Okay.
We should definitely come back here later and investigate what's here, but for now we seem to have more pressing matters. All the way down to the south from here, Artoria. Yes, in there. That's right.
I can't seem to.
Yeah, because so as you approach it, you notice that the door is jammed halfway up. You kind of have to get on your stomach to be able to crawl through. When I say halfway, more like 1/10 of the way.
I'm not gonna like crawl because crawling is slow. I'll like lie down beside it and then really quickly roll.
Okay, alright, I like it. So as you roll through, the door goes poof, and slams, leaving you alone inside.
Wonderful.
Stays closed, yeah?
Yep. So we'll put Artoria on the other side.
Bears, can you hear me? Across the communication disc.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, well played.
Where do I go from here?
Where are you now exactly? Just
I'm-
on the other side of the door?
Hi, I'm also on the disc.
Oh, Dad, put the fucking phone down. Yes, head west from there until you reach the end of the corridor.
Yes.
Then head
Oh, I can't seem to go west. I think it's the dynamic line.
Yeah, sorry, it's the dynamic line. That's my bad.
There is a door here.
Yes, to the west and then to the north. Go through that door. And then that's the room.
Okay, that door opens automatically for you.
Oh, good God, no. The tank is locked in a room with a computer.
Like, none of you can see. I just saw the stress on Chris's face as he walked into the room and looked at it like, what?
That's not even acted, that's real life Chris's stress.
Yeah.
So Artoria will approach it.
Okay,
and
yeah, you're.
look at
What
it.
do you see in there?
What you
I
see. Okay, go ahead.
No, you relay it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, what Artoria sees is a 10-foot long curving screen with magic emanating from the actual panels. And you see that each magic illusion is some sort of sphere, and as you move them around, they seem to zoom in and out, and all these like symbols come up to show you certain like descriptions, but you can't understand them. And as you're moving around, you do see cylinders like the one you saw, but you don't just see one. And as you realise that moving your hand closer and further away from these magic zooms in and out, you move further away, and it reveals every single cylinder in this structure connected by one blue line that goes through them all, and then you see one central one in the centre, a larger cylinder, where they all kind of connect. And as you look at it weirdly, you see that the one that you want to release is quite far away, like from the rest. And you go, there's like maybe about 150 of these cylinders. And you want to do anything?
Samantha, can you hear me?
There's no reply.
Well, how about you stay there, and I'll be right back, and I'll walk the way around back to the room where I can talk to Samantha.
Okay, so it's going to take you a while. You have to kind of go back.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take me like 30 seconds, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so you run back, and then eventually she goes, yes.
I will ask you some questions, but hold on. Yes, Victoria, I'm in a room where I can ask questions of Samantha now.
What happens if I press this cylinder thing glowing?
You want to press it?
Samantha?
No, what happens if?
Yeah, Samantha, please explain the workings of the... and I will explain the cylinder system and the room location, etc. We are trying to free the Master, but we need your help.
Okay, I'll help any way I can.
Then please explain how the system works.
Every cylinder connects to the Master, feeds the Master. Although there are a singular unit unconnected.
Yes, and if we want to reconnect this, what do we do?
There is a terminal that can be document not found.
Where is this terminal?
In the Northwestern Complex.
I see.
No, I'm EC.
You're... You don't hear me, I'm 16 rooms away.
I was just waiting to make that joke.
The communication disc.
Oh yeah, but I'm not relaying everything to poor Artoria. She'll go crazy if I talk. And... So I'll activate the communication disc again and say to Artoria, well, I have some good news and... Well, let's start with that. You're in the right room.
Okay. And?
And then there's just radio silence.
Yeah.
Vers, can you go to the room where the spaceman is?
Yes, it's only one room away from me. And I'll just move like up to that room again. Like I assumed that I was...
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll just drag myself. Pain in the ass. I assume that I was like here. And then I'll move back here again.
Yeah.
How many other cylinders are in the room? And I'll operate the magic.
You see there's like maybe 150 or so.
No, in the room with the one that I'm looking at.
Oh, none. Like, there's none in the same room as the guy that you want to free. But it looks like above that room, in Magical Illusion, the kind of magical mat, there's hundreds, all like in a conical shape, wrapped to the wall.
Yes, I'm in the room now.
I'm going to operate this thing. I think.
Yes, okay.
Tell me what happens.
Okay, perhaps I should ask for some guidance. He's here now. Perhaps he can explain things, and I'll try to relay to you.
Yes, and she will press the cylinder.
Which one?
The one with the guy in it.
Okay, so as you press it, a load of options come floating up in front of you, all around you, and surround you, and you feel like you're trapped in illusion magic. And as you look around, suddenly they get closer, and as they get closer to your head, Artoria, you feel like a slight dizziness take over you. Do you try to resist?
Do I try?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so as you open your eyes, you find yourself in what looks like a 10-foot wide circular platform. You are sat on a seat made of light, and as you look up in front of you, you see stars, the cosmos, all kinds of illusions flying by you. But then in front of you, you see a cylinder. It kind of flings towards you, spinning, then freezes, and you find it, with just thinking about it, you can turn it and identify it and control it.
Of course, Artoria is the character seeing all of that.
Can I look at the person inside it?
Yeah, and some figures come up, and I'm afraid you don't understand the language, but the information still flows into your mind. He's subject number 77. And as it flows into it, it also tells you that he was a miner.
Oh. Minor. I'm going to try and open it.
Okay, so you just think, open. And Vers, are you still with the cylinder?
Yep.
And then there's a hissing sound.
Mm-hmm.
And then the door swings open and this guy flops out onto the side going, and he just looks up at you and begins babbling in a language you don't understand.
And I'll just be like, hello, I don't understand. And I'll just gesture at him. And then I will start... well, let me see what I have.
Can I see the whole, like, tower from here? I'm not going to say ship because Artoria thinks it's a tower.
Yeah, you can.
Can I see the door behind me?
Yeah.
The one that closed?
You can.
I'm going to touch it and think open.
Okay, an EC right in front of you. The door opens.
I am a god.
I'll start painting because I still have quite a lot of green paint left.
Yeah.
So I'll start painting some things. Like I'll paint like a very small sketch of the thing that we're in, the structure.
Yep.
And then like an arrow out and question mark. I'm not going to paint the question mark.
Yeah. He kind of he looks at you, nods, and then looks down back into his like container, and then reaches in, brings something out, presses something on it.
He just reaches down and grabs it.
Oh, come on, Adrian. And then he places it up against his mouth, takes a deep breath, holds it away from himself, and then his voice is deep and dark as he says, "Who are you?"
We are explorers. We were sent here to, well, find out what happened here, what crashed into this land, and see if it was safe, and if so, report news of this.
We need to get out of here now.
Why?
We need to before the Master wakes up and he begins to try to barge past you into the corridor.
I don't try and stop him. I'll just follow him and
Okay.
follow after him instead.
And then you'll.
Samantha, yes.
Yes. And he looks up scared and he goes, "Oh God, the AI, the AI. We need to go now.
What?
Now!" And he begins running, just running away. His wet feet slapping against the ground as he runs off naked.
I'll run with him, and as I'll try to keep up with him, I'll say to them on the disc and say, well, he's out of the thing. Good job, Artoria. He seems to want to leave desperately. Something about the master and an AI. I don't know what's an AI, but he said it's dangerous and we should leave.
Is he not like the master? I thought he was the master.
At this point, I'm just like panting and like, no, he doesn't seem to.
Yeah. So all right. So Verz, as you follow him down this corridor, chasing him, in front of you, the door slams. Whabam! Closed, and Artoria, you are thrusted straight out of the system. And as you sit there in the middle of the room, red lights are flashing.
Which door is this at?
That one you're at now. He's right in front of it, and you go, and he looks up around, and you all hear a clonk above you. The entire structure shakes, tremors with power, and you all hear, and then the man just looks at you, Verz. He's awake. The master's awake, and that's where we will end today's session.
Okay.
So Artoria, good news. He's not the master, so you probably don't need like a title or anything to hook up with him. Bad news, he's not the master, so he probably doesn't have a title either. So why would you hook up with him?
Because he's a man.
Okay, well, we can have this conversation at the start of the next session. But I want to thank everyone, of course, for joining us in the chat. I can see that there's been a lot of discussion going on. That's great. That's what I was after. People talking. And all of you are awarded 1 experience points each.
Oh, I'm back to 4!
Oh!
Can we spend our 4?
Yes, you may spend your 4 if you wish.
So how does this work? Oh, well, you should probably turn off the stream.
Yeah, I will do. So see you later, everyone.
Yep. Bye-bye.